This episode is presented by DoorDash. Use promo code YouCanSit when you download the DoorDash app for 50% off up to a $20 value and 0 delivery fees.
Ramble.
Thank you to DoorDash and BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a spooky episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm one of your hosts, Becky, and I'm joined by Matt.
Hello.
Maggie. Boo. Rachel.
Boo.
Rainie on the ones and twos.
Hi.
And our Pixie Miles in the corner. Woo. Guys, Halloween is fast approaching. Is everybody excited? It's next week.
Woo. What's everyone being?
Woo.
Every night before bed, the children tell me they want to be something else, and then they get really pumped about it, and I'm like, I can't pull together more costumes. Why not, Mom? I'm just tired. I already have costumes. Boo. Boo.
What is your costume,
Yeah.
Mom?
Oh, nothing. I'm just dressing up the children.
You're
I'll put
dressing
on
up as
cute
Mom.
headband or something.
You should get like one of those like Etsy shirts that say like "Here for the booze."
Oh, that'd be so cute.
What
And then you could dress them both as little ghosts.
Ooh. No, I
Here
can't
for the
do any
booze.
more costumes.
That'd
They
be
don't
good. That'd be good.
understand that takes buying stuff and time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I have some cat ears you could borrow.
oh, I
You
would
wanna be
love
a cute
that.
cat? Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you guys being?
Not dressing up.
Not dressing.
Do you turn your lights off on Halloween, Matt?
Yes.
I feel like you don't give out candy to kids.
We don't give out candy.
No.
Turn off the lights.
Food neutrality, Matthew.
Turn off the lights. Most neutral as possible. No lights.
I thought you were always stocked on candy, mister.
Some days. Candy for me.
I'm gonna knock on your door on Halloween and be like,
myself.
"What do you got? What do you got? Trick or treat."
Trick or treat.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you being, Becky?
Well, I'm back and forth for a while. I'm a very low touch Halloweeny person.
Uh-huh.
She had a good
So-
costume this weekend. She was.
That's what I'm taking. That's what I'm going to do. I was Carmi from The Bear,
Yep.
Hot Chef,
Yeah.
aka Hot Chef.
We chef.
Yeah, we chef. So I think I'll just probably wear that. But I think last year we didn't dress up for the trick-or-treaters. I don't know what Keith's going to be doing. I know he's going to be playing his theremin in the window. And we have some spooky, we put speakers out on our porch. And then we also have this fog machine that we hit the button when the kids are walking up.
Do you have a candy? Like, what's your bowl stocked with? Your candy?
Our bowl is so stocked. Keith already went. We have all of the best stuff. He only
What's
got
the
good
best
candy.
stuff?
I
What's
feel
the
like
good
Keith
stuff?
and Becky are just like MVP of Halloween.
Yeah,
I just heard their
yeah.
setup for this year, and I'm like, of course they're doing that, and they're gonna crush it.
Yeah, we got Keith got like a mixed bag of like sour candy and like gummy candy, mixed bag of chocolate candy. He got one that was fun, but I don't remember what it was. We try to keep it a good mix of chocolate and like
Fruity.
Sugar.
Yeah, and sugar.
Chocolate and sugar.
Sugar.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember one Halloween when we lived in the apartment because we still gave out candy on Halloween because we're not monsters.
Sorry, I'm usually at a party.
So we went to the store and we were standing in line. And if you haven't gotten your Halloween candy yet,
You
I
better
would say
go.
you got to go like today because they start jacking up those prices right before Halloween. So we were at the Albertsons that was down the street from our house. And Keith was like, we are only getting one bag of candy, Becky. We do not own a house. We are just walking around the block. We do not need more than one bag. And I was like, but Keith, look at all the discounts. You can get a discount if you buy like 3 bags or 2 bags, whatever it was. And mom and a daughter, also in the aisle, heard our conversation. And then Keith and this mom conspired together and said, let's get the deal. I have cash. You buy this. We'll go in the same checkout line.
Oh my god!
You buy the candy and I'll give you cash.
Love it.
For the
Suck
other
it,
bag.
Albertsons.
Yeah. So
Send him a Venmo.
he worked with a mom
I love it.
to get a deal.
I love
But
it.
this year we went nuts. We probably bought, I think we have like 4 bags of
Just save it for next year.
like
you know?
75 pieces.
Oh
Put
my
it in with the
God.
Halloween decor.
No, it definitely does not last. And
It
No.
doesn't.
It does not last.
It's
Not
okay.
shelf stable.
They
I've
won't
already
know.
busted into 1 bag.
Oh, it doesn't last because you eat it. I
Yes.
thought you meant because it went bad.
Well, Keith, the little dingle dongle, they were gone this weekend for Zach's bachelor party. And Keith was getting stuff at Target for the bachelor party. And he was like, I'm here. I might as well buy candy. And then he
More
goes,
candy.
oh my God, I just bought all of our Halloween candy and I'm going to leave it here with Becky unsupervised.
Unsupervised all weekend.
He should have locked it up.
Yeah.
Candy safe.
That's why I had to go to the mountains. I had to
out of
leave.
the house.
Escape the candy.
As
not
she's
be near
eating
me.
candy.
I mean,
He'll put it in the sink.
Becky is currently eating a lollipop.
It's her second lollipop.
It's
of
her
the morning.
second one. But I like this one better because it matches your lipstick and it's like,
I know
it's
the other one
enhancing.
did make my tongue green.
Yeah, the other one made your tongue green and it didn't go with the lips.
Christmas.
I always find it hard to dress up for Halloween because Eugene just goes so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
True.
expert cosplay level.
Yeah.
He's
I know.
a really good one this year, so it's gonna be
I was
exciting.
about to say, is he doing
But
one?
he is.
He said he wasn't
Yeah.
going to, and then like 2 weeks ago, he was like, "I am," and I
He
was
loves
like,
it so much. He always
"Obviously,
does it.
don't
Oh.
ever deny yourself again, because then you're just doing it last
Yeah.
second. You
Yeah.
know you're gonna do it."
Mhm,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's not like anything crazy big happened
I would
in the
find
last
that hard
month.
too, because you're not gonna like dress to his level.
No.
So then anything you do
Too hard to
seems
compete.
too small.
Yeah.
You
You
should
should
make
make-
cat ears.
Yeah.
But I'll be a
You
cat
want
with
some
you.
cat ears?
Yeah, we'll be cats.
You guys
have
We'll
to
be
fight
very
for the
low
ears,
maintenance
though.
cats. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
I want like
Well, we
a
can do a
calendar
timeshare.
countdown to Halloween every year on January 1st of all Eugene's Halloween costumes over the years.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gotten crazy ones.
Yeah. I'm excited for him. That's
Yeah.
fun.
You guys get
Extreme.
different
Extreme.
costumes
I
for
dressed
different
up
events?
this weekend and I was Mia Thermopolis on the cover of the Princess Diaries. I had a crown. I had
Oh my God,
headphones.
yes. Oh
my
I had
God.
sunglasses. I
Your
had
hair
sleeves.
could totally do that.
I did it.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
did
did
it.
it. It was fun.
That's
Nice.
It
good.
was really fun. And I was so proud of my costume. I'm going to wear it again.
Ooh,
I don't know.
As
what
you should.
What happened to your Nicole Kidman costume?
I do have a Nicole Kidman costume from the AMC commercial, and
Oh my God.
I have a matching like
People are
little
still going
cutesy,
crazy for that.
little cutesy costume for Bowie as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably do that as well. But I'm gonna take every opportunity to just dress up.
Yeah,
There we
we
Invite
have
me over.
like 100 Halloween events because the girls are in 2 different preschool classrooms, so they each have an event. Our neighborhood does this dope block party event, and you go, and there are like kids as far as the eye can see in costumes, and it looks like Norman Rockwell came to live here. It's really
Wow.
darling. And we do the gardens at night. Like we're members of gardens, and they do like a spooky nighttime jack-o'-lantern thing.
all the lights. So cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
cute.
the girls will wear different.
Descanso Gardens doing a carved. I want to
Yeah,
do that.
that's
That
it.
looks fun.
It's really fun.
Yeah. It looks
Wow.
So the girls will wear different costumes to each thing, and some repeats.
Yeah.
but
That
you know.
sounds like you're going to get a lot of candy.
Yeah.
Well, the neighborhood block party and the preschool parties have treats, but not candy.
That is bullshit.
That sounds more like
That
a,
is bullshit.
that sounds more like a trick than a treat.
That's a trick.
Ribble.
It's like cupcakes and cookies, but it's not like hard candy because the kids are like 2, 3, 4.
I mean, they have their baby teeth.
They got teeth?
I still wouldn't give them
teeth?
hard candy like
That's
that.
baby teeth. Those teeth fall out. Who cares about them?
It's not
You
about
could rip
that.
their little brains out.
It's
Doesn't
about
matter.
choking.
Oh, joke.
It's on a stick. How are they going to choke on something on a stick?
I know, but
It's a hard no from mom. It's a hard no.
God. Aunt Becky's going to come over with.
Becky's like, I'll babysit.
I'll
Comes with
babysit
a
the
huge
shows up
girl.
with
bag
Jolly
of condoms.
Ranchers.
Zach's gonna come over with cookies.
Yeah. Zach recently gave the girls cookies at like 7:30 p.m. and their bedtime is 7:30 p.m. without asking me. And they carried this bowl of cookies in. I was like, Zachary, are you going to come put them to bed?
So good.
Whoops.
I mean, my favorite Halloween candy, and I only have it at Halloween time, and everyone hates it,
Candy corn.
candy corn.
You're a sick freak.
Love candy
You're a
corn.
sicko.
Obsessed.
You're a
It just tastes like
The
pure
sugar, addict over here doesn't like the most sugary candy.
I can
because
only
it's
have
foul.
You
I
could
like
just
good
take
candy,
a
not bad
scoop
candy.
of white sugar and it's the same thing.
I believe it's actually like corn syrup, but
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's probably worse.
I can only have a couple pieces. Candy corn is so rich, and my best friend in grade school was a
tastes so
diabetic,
good.
and she just had candy corn always like in her backpack whenever her
See?
blood sugar would be
It's
dropping.
even safe for diabetics.
It was like emergency if she was ever like dropping too far. So she was her medicine. That's what I
The
associated
texture of
it
candy
with.
corn is not like food. It's like eraser or something.
Well, you have to get the right ones. You can't just get like the wax, the Brax wax.
Oh, what's
Can't
the
get
right
Bratz
candy
ones?
corn?
What's the right candy corn?
No, usually they're like the more like gourmet ones you can get.
Gourmet.
You're having gourmet candy
Oh
corn?
my God. This is
Matthew.
This is why he doesn't hand out candy to kids. He ran out of money. Fancy candy corn.
I just don't want to rot kids' teeth out like you do, Becky.
She wants to scare them, then rot their teeth out.
Yeah.
Food neutrality, Matt.
Yeah, food neutrality, Becky. Candy corn is a food.
I saw a thing on TikTok. It could be TikTok. I don't know. But they said candy corn looks the way it does because if you put it all up together, it looks like a corn on the
A corn on the
cob.
cob. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, trick talk.
Yeah, I just thought it was ugly.
Wow.
Whoa.
Judgmental.
It's corn.
It's corn.
Corn.
Judgmental.
Yeah, how many corn kids do you think there will be at Halloween?
Too many.
So many corns.
That would be funny.
It will be.
I really like when the kids come up to the door and like tell you their costume when they're like very obviously like
A pirate.
or like a Power Ranger and they're like, I'm a Power Ranger.
And you're like,
Yeah.
I see.
Last year we had
Nice.
Hocus Pocus playing on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And a little girl came up and she was like, I've seen this movie. And she was like, I don't know, 7 or 8, maybe. She's whatever the height,
Yeah.
whatever age this height is.
I mean, June and
she's like
Poppy are that height, but okay.
I've seen this movie. And we are like, oh, what's your favorite part? And she's like, the witches. And I was like, yes, sassy little
Yes.
girl. I love this.
How is lying going for
Uh-huh.
you? Fun?
Yeah. And last year we had Alfred out. This year I don't think we're going to leave him out because the weather's going to be nice. So we're going to have the door open. But we would bring him out and the kids would be like, I saw your cat in the window. Like they caught us in something. I saw your cat in the window.
Well, this year they're going to
Naughty.
say, I hear the spooky instrument in the window.
I know. Keith was like, I think it'll be scarier if I stay inside. And I was like, okay. Man. Sure. Sure. Mm.
Cool. Halloween.
What was your favorite Halloween costume that you wore as a baby?
I was
Or
a
a
pirate
child.
like 10 years. I don't know why. Read the same costume.
I reused the same costume too. I was Minnie Mouse probably for like 4 years straight. My mom
Did you
had
guys
to
never
pry
grow?
it. Well, I don't
Was
know.
it
My mom
tight?
said it was tight. My mom said that she had to like beg me to be something else, but I was so proud of my Minnie Mouse costume. I had the cutest little tutu, cutest little headpiece, cutest little socks. That's just what I wanted to be.
Obsessed with Minnie.
Yeah. I had a hard time with change, you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to be anything else. I'm just happy.
But my neighborhood, you couldn't like walk. Like your parent had to like bring you in a car.
Oh,
Because the
because
houses
the
were
houses
so-
were far apart.
So far apart, yeah.
Mm.
It was also like a big ordeal
Yeah.
to do it. It wasn't just a walk around the block, you know?
Yeah.
You wouldn't take your little horsey around?
No. It's scary. Well, I remember there's this one neighbor and he would take the chain off the chainsaw. And as you're walking up to the house,
That's
he'll
me.
jump out with the chainsaw and like rev it, you know, to like scare you.
Oh, no.
That is too scary. I don't like it.
Matt lived
Yeah.
next door to Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah. So that was scary.
Okay,
You know? And
that's
he did it every
very
year, but it was
scary.
still just as scary every year.
Yeah, even
Scary.
if you know it's coming. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Because like, where's he going to be?
He should stay in his little haunted
Probably
house.
Somewhere. It is a haunted house.
Okay.
It's a haunted house. How
Becky?
about, yeah, what was yours?
Fave costume?
It's a real toss up over here.
Uh-huh.
I was really into being cool, popular, sexy. So I went as a cow. I went as the Got Milk
Sexy.
cow one year, won a Halloween costume contest. No big deal. And then the other one I really liked is Natalie, my best friend, and I dressed up as Wayne and Garth from
That's really good.
Wayne's World.
What age?
Freshman. I had
5.
braces. Yeah.
5 years of age.
Because I was there, I could pull my hair up and do a mullet. And she
That's
had blonde
funny.
hair, so she was Garth.
The Got
Oh,
Milk
very cute.
campaign makes me think that's why so many of us are lactose intolerant in adulthood now.
We drank too much milks.
I mean, it was government subsidized, so.
Was it?
That's why we love dairy.
So scary.
Yeah, it was also funny to be the Got Milk cow because I didn't drink milk.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Double couple or 2-person costumes are the best. It really sells it.
Oh, yeah. I love a good couple's costume.
Mm-hmm.
Keith and I went as a bunch of assholes once.
Excuse
Halloween.
me? What did that look like?
Yeah.
We just dressed up as like douchey as we could possibly be. Because we weren't
I
going
thought
to
you
like...
dressed up like assholes.
Like, no.
Literal assholes.
we weren't
what that
going
looked
anywhere. We were just going to this bar down the street that had dancing. And so we just dressed up in like windbreakers and like had like bracelets, and we were like dancing like this.
And you were a bunch of
Sounds like
assholes.
jazzercise.
Yeah, we were like lightly 80s. So maybe we were like 80s assholes, like 80s bullies.
This just sounds like you put on some fun stuff in your closet, and then you're like, this is a costume.
Yes, I'm 1,000% team. What's in your closet? It just seems stressful going
Readings for years.
It
online,
is.
finding an outfit. What if it
They're
doesn't
also
fit?
cheap and terrible to wear, and all of them are slutty.
Yeah.
At least the ones marketed to women.
Yeah, that's why I was going to be a cat this year, because I already had the little cat
Promised
ears.
me ears already.
Well, I have the ears, because I have the ears.
That's all
because
she's
you're going to
got.
be the bear.
But then I was looking online, and if you Google low-touch Halloween costumes,
Oh, I should look at that.
that's how I found it. And they were like, you could be Carmi from the bear. And it was also, I drew a little bear tattoo, and on my fingers wrote food.
I love
And then
it.
Chicago. Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Problem solving is a skill set that's important to develop for everyone. Because if you're faced with a problem, the best way to get rid of it is to actively work to find a solution. And while it's something you can try to learn on your own, you can also get help and therapy. It's a great resource in helping you to turn into a stronger problem solver, which in turn helps you accomplish a lot more.
I love using BetterHelp. I love that I have access to my phone. I can easily message my therapist. Therapy has been super helpful for me. Having just set out time to talk to someone regarding some of my issues has been really helpful in keeping me accountable. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. Get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey and switch therapists anytime. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/sitwithus today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/sitwithus.
I always run out of candy on Halloween. That's why I like to make sure I'm stocked up before all the kitties in their costumes show up. What's the best way to do that? DoorDash. I can get candy delivered so that no one goes candy dry. The thrill of finding the perfect costume, the anticipation of trick-or-treating, the excitement of having the spookiest decorations in the neighborhood. You can get all your Halloween sweets, treats, and supplies all in one place, delivered directly to your door with DoorDash. With DoorDash, you're not just getting the things you love, but supporting the community you love, too. From the stores and restaurants to the Dashers driving around, every purchase provides a new opportunity for everyone involved because, with DoorDash, there's a neighborhood of good in every order.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 50% off up to a $20 value and 0 delivery fees when you download the DoorDash app and enter code YouCanSit. That's 50% off up to a $20 value and 0 delivery fees when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code YouCanSit. Don't forget, that's code YouCanSit for 50% off up to a $20 value and 0 delivery fees with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. It was
Commit,
fun.
just get a real tattoo.
Yeah.
No, I only do tattoos where I can't see them. That's what I told my mom. I was like, I'm only going to get tattoos that I don't see. And she's like, well, you're really punishing the rest of us.
Oh, please.
Wait,
Kim.
what was your favorite childhood costume then, Rachel?
Well,
I mean,
didn't share
my
yours.
very
You didn't
special
answer.
costume is that my uncle who made dresses for like the Miss America contestants in the South, he made me a custom Cinderella costume when I was little. And I got to pick out what point in the movie did he make her dress, obviously right after she changes into it.
Duh.
And it's like a 5-piece part costume, like with a little, it's so cute.
You still
I
have
still
it?
have it. My mom has it.
oh my God,
It
adorable.
won't fit the girls yet, but they're going to
gonna
have
say.
to like mud wrestle for it in a couple years.
Don't they have one of Watts's old costumes too?
They do. They have
Yeah.
one of Watts's old costumes. It's a clown. It's hanging in there. I'm saving it.
Scary.
They were
Scary.
clowns last year, but they were cute clowns.
They were cute clowns, yeah.
This year they're going to be per request. I showed them Alice in Wonderland so that I could make them characters from Alice in Wonderland, and they didn't go for it. And so they're going to be apple trees by their own request.
Cute.
Like from The Wizard of Oz?
No,
Like the mean apple trees that would like throw the apples?
just like
They're going to be the giver. The giving tree.
no, they're going to be apple trees.
That's
you know.
cute.
It's cute. I mean,
Back to your
that's what they
Vermont heritage
wanted.
up there, huh?
Yeah.
Apple picking.
Apple picking. So I got them apple PJs and red berets, and I'm making a little leaf, and I'll color their little
Adorable.
their faces with like little red. It'll be great.
is
They
so
really
cute.
wanted to be apple trees. At one point, June wanted to be grass. I was like, I really don't know how to make these costumes.
420, baby.
Is Clem dressing up?
No, I will not let Clem around the massive hordes of children in my
No,
neighborhood.
but just for like the pick.
Oh, she won't. She won't wear stuff.
Oh.
A few years ago, my friends and I were Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and Clem was Goldilocks. And we tried to put a bow in her hair so many times, and she shook it off every time. She's not.
Headpieces are hard for dogs.
She's not like
For most
Bowie.
animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
No, but I won't be taking her out into the masses.
Oh, yeah.
Throngs of children
Always-
with candy in their hands.
No.
No.
Oh, wait. So, yeah, if the girls can't have hard candy, what you going to do with all that candy?
What you gonna do? Give it to
Well,
us.
That's what I said. It's like a party/block party. They're like taco trucks and stuff. I'm not sure we're going to collect candy, but if I do, you're welcome to it. I usually buy bags of candy just for my house for me the day after Halloween.
When it's on sale. Or
Yeah.
to stock it for next year.
No. When it's on sale. When it's on sale. To eat
Keeps it.
immediately.
Yeah.
But I need one fruit and one chocolate.
Yeah.
There's no other way forward.
No. No other way forward. Did your families ever do like family costumes?
My parents never dressed up.
I don't think so. Me and my sisters always had opposing choices when it came to Halloween costume. There were 3 of us. And then I think there was one year where my parents were vampires. That was pretty cool.
I was going to do Alice in Wonderland if they would do it. But once they were apple trees, I was like, I don't know how to dress myself like an apple tree. So I'll just, I'll
You
wear
should have been
something
the apple
cute.
tree and they should have been the apples.
That could still happen.
You could lift them up and just drop them on the ground.
Yeah, the apple
mean,
doesn't
I-
fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
You could be the apple.
I could try and dress in brown and green.
That's
Easy.
cute.
Easy peasy.
Just draw some more lines on your face. Like the bark of the tree.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The bark. You can even get some bark and like glue it, so it's like coming off.
Or you could be a hot cider.
I would love to be a
Look
hot
at this
cider.
brainstorm think tank you got here.
Yes.
Wow.
Last night they wanted to be dogs though. Like before they went to sleep, Poppy was like, I want to be a doggy for Halloween. And I was like, okay. I think I'm done. They're also pumpkins this year. Anyways, I don't know. It's hard.
Gotta make up your mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell them to stop
you
being
tell them.
so
Gotta
indecisive.
make up your mind.
You tell them.
Like,
Gotta make up your mind.
So I
Commit,
haven't really
children.
committed to my costume because they change every 10 seconds.
I love the spirit. I love the spirit from them.
the spirit of Halloween. Well, guys, wonderful hearing about all of your Halloween costumes. I can't wait to see them all on the gram. Don't forget to share. Comment down below what you're being for Halloween.
Excuse me, can you
Like,
put the bear
subscribe.
on the grid, please?
Oh, on the grid? I could put it on the grid. I put it in my stories before, but I think my mom is going to be mad because I took a picture of like the tattoo while like flicking off the mirror.
Wait, okay. Do
Kim
you guys,
disapproves.
for Instagram, do you guys think in terms of grid or in terms of individual post?
Oh,
Because I'm like obsessed with the grid, but it's way harder than just doing an individual post.
Yeah, and also no one views it like that. People don't really go to your profile very much. The first time
You don't
to
stalk
follow.
everybody?
No.
Because I do.
Rainie.
I fully am like, let me see their grid.
Oh, my grid has a lot of
I know.
repeats because I usually have a phone photo and then later I have a film photo. So I doubled down.
Your grid is good, I'll say.
What?
I've seen it.
Rainie?
I've seen it.
Thank you.
But so you guys are all individual posts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the like scroll. You go to the grids.
Yeah, well, I'll just be like, oh, let me look up, like, oh, what's Devin? I'm looking up Devin, and then I see
what's
the grid.
Devstagram doing?
What's Dev
Devstagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always have appreciation for people who curate their grid with like a color scheme. I'm like, wow, that looks so nice.
But the grid photos where you need like 9 of them to
I don't
make a
like
bigger
that.
photo, I don't like
I don't
that
like
because
that.
it looks shitty and confusing in
Yeah.
the feed. And I'm like, what is this like half?
It's not worth it.
It's
And then
not
you
worth
post
it.
one
Yeah.
and it throws it
And
off.
then it throws it off. Yeah. Don't live
Too
like
stressful.
that.
Yeah. I feel like I just don't put that much thought into it.
I'm inspired. My grid is flopping right now.
inspired.
It's like, by the way, yeah, it's
Wait,
just like
you're on your kitten content high.
I know.
what the
Well,
heck?
actually, but that's the stories.
what's the
I've
kitten
only posted
update?
one kitten photo, and unfortunately, I didn't focus hard enough, and the head on my grid, my top of my head is cut off.
You
But
don't
on
need
the
to.
full photo, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. You're
not
fine.
bad. That's
You're
not bad.
fine.
I know, but it's just like the colors are. There's a point in my life where like my grid was really strong, and right now it's just like I think that the saturation isn't strong enough on my photos, and so I want to post another photo, but it's like not fitting with my grid, so I like have to think of another photo to post.
What are you editing your photos in?
photo app?
Okay.
I know
Mistake
Visco.
number one.
Do you do Visco?
No, I'm not a Visco person. I mean, I like Lightroom for your
Oh,
phone.
you full send Lightroom. Wow.
Whoa.
I know. I have to like learn how to use that, right?
You have to create some presets. So you figure out what you like and you just create a preset.
It's already too complicated for me.
I know.
Mine is
Great. I was like, I turned the brightness up on the Instagram app.
no. I can tell you what my presets
But
are.
like
though.
Yeah.
presets, it doesn't just depend on like the lighting in each photo and like the photo. No, you can like apply it to a
It
dark ass
washes every
photo.
photo so they
Oh.
look the same.
Yeah,
So if
and
you
that's
why-
look on
yeah.
my photos, they
Washes
kind
every
of
photo
all
out.
look similar because I have like low contrast, high warmth, extra brightness.
You
Send me
could
your
sell that
presets,
shit.
girl.
You could
Yeah.
sell that shit. I
Okay,
always see people
redact it,
saying,
and I'm
like,
gonna create a Rachel preset and
Yeah.
sell it to
Yeah.
people.
People are always saying, "Yeah, buy my preset, buy my preset."
Buy my
I never
preset.
understood what I meant until you just started talking.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you figure out what you like in there, and then you create it as a preset, and you could do like a bunch of them, but I only have like 2 or 3.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That's why your feed is cohesive.
Yeah.
because it's all the same, like the same tone.
That's why her
I'm
grid
actually
looks like her
inspired.
grid.
I am gonna do that.
It is $5 a month, so you have to want to use it.
Yeah.
It's a
okay.
If you're not
subscription.
going to use it.
Damn, it's like Spotify.
It's like
If you want to be an aesthetic girl, like,
Oh my God.
you gotta
Small
invest.
price to pay. I guess.
We're all gonna send you our photos and you could just churn them.
Wait. Can
Oh
we,
yeah.
Burn and churn, girl. Burn and
can we just
churn.
send you?
If you send me your photos, I'll color them for you and send them back.
Huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
That's a
love doing it.
business.
When I sit
I
down
love
to have
doing it.
coffee
Until you have
on the
like
weekends,
12 people in your
24 hours
inbox.
turnaround.
I just love to like mess with photos. I take photos of the girls every morning, and I just like, you know, I just love it. Send me your pics. Anyone, email them in.
Oh, the floodgates have opened. Here we go.
I'm in.
Anyone
Rachel
in this
now
room.
has a new job.
She had so much free time working here and raising 2 kids.
My workload's really light. Send it in.
Easy. She's got plenty of time.
No problem.
Plenty of time. Oh my God, thank you so much for the
Yeah.
in-house question. I like how we dove in right there with presets.
Yeah, always interested in the Instagramification of life.
Yeah.
I think
Can
it's
we get a
not spoken
kitty
about
cat
enough.
update? How are your kitties?
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
they're
kittens.
so cute, and like they're getting
Which one
bigger.
are you keeping?
Are you going to keep drama?
I want to keep drama
Are
so
you gonna
bad.
keep them all?
I mean, I honestly
keeping
rotate
them
through
all?
which one I want to keep.
Oh my gosh, you're keeping them all.
I know. I should just like.
Wait, so you're keeping them all?
She's not on the Eugene and Matt dog plan.
Well, now they're all bonded. You can
That's
unbond
the thing,
them.
actually. They
oh my
are
gosh,
really-
you're gonna
that
tear
is
them
rude.
apart.
Yeah, they do play a
You're
lot.
vicious.
Yeah, I know.
She
I
definitely
feel
can't
that.
keep 3 cats. Are you going to cat sit when she goes out of town to visit her family?
She's got cats. She'll cat sit.
No, she has so many cats.
Well, also when you go from fostering to actually adopting, the shelter doesn't pay for
That's
their
the
stuff
thing.
anymore.
Yeah, and like they're so. I mean, the Humane Society that we foster for is like Gravy had a thing on his paw, and I sent in a photo. They were like, bring him in anytime. I brought him in. 30 minutes later, done. It was just because he saw the vet. But
Yeah.
it's like so much and free, so much
Okay,
easier.
Well, what if you just like, no, this is probably bad. You shouldn't game the foster system. But I was like, what if you just like keep them, but encourage people not to adopt them?
You're vicious, Becky. You're vicious.
Look, money 22 is what we're going with. And we're trying to save Rainie some coin.
Yes. Yeah. Huge. I think that's great. And then like if I ever like am like, okay, this is too much now, then I can just be like, okay, now they're good. They're good to go.
They're
There's nothing wrong with
good.
them anymore.
They're healed.
They're heels. Yeah, but they're so cute. They'll
She's
like
gonna turn
yeah.
him back into the pound.
Evil
Wow.
Becky has come out.
Wow, Rainy.
Oh, she wouldn't turn him back to the pound. She would just tell people like,
Now they can be
yeah, you
adopted."
can only, oh, so sorry. Gravy like really doesn't like other cats and he's not good with children.
They
And
all
like
have
he kind of
diarrhea.
bites.
Yeah. Yeah, but they I've started this system because they fall asleep with me, and then when they get up in the middle of the night to play and sort of bat my face, and I just put them in the kitchen, and then then they're just so cute. And when we go to sleep, they like nibble my hand.
Oh, Rainie,
like a little love nibble.
I'm worried about the level of attachment I'm hearing.
I know.
You
It's
have
actually going to be really
heartbreak.
sad. It's going to be really sad.
I think you should.
And you know what? It's Wednesday is the day that they're going to
Day after tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I know.
And they only have like one day left with them. What?
Yeah, they get adopted within 2 days. So they just keep them at the shelter.
Wait.
Yeah, kittens get adopted so fast.
Yeah, kittens get
Okay.
quick.
Should we like call a psychic between now and Wednesday, see which one you're supposed to keep?
Yeah, I honestly, what's the vote? What's the vote?
I
Which
don't
is
know them
your
well
favorite?
enough.
Drama. I think you should
I
keep
think drama is
drama.
really funny. Drama is also like chaotic, but then every once in a while he just decides to like sit on my lap.
Yeah.
And
He has Grandpa Barry energy.
yeah, he's just
Wait,
like,
which
yeah.
one snuggles the most at night?
Gravy.
I
Then
love Gravy.
Gravy.
Gravy's the one
Gravy.
I hold.
Choose the
Gravy's a sweetie
snuggler.
pie.
Yeah.
Do they all pee and poop normally?
Yeah, they pretty much. I think Gravy
Fair
is
question.
a little bit just lazier about it.
Okay, then don't keep him. Don't keep him.
Why?
Cat pee is the worst. So once Gravy grows up to be like an adult cat, if it's really hard to train him, he's more likely to pee on something that's unfixable.
And then your thing
no.
smells forever and ever and ever and ever.
cat
To
pee is
remind you,
a
though.
really bad smell.
Yeah.
Oh.
I once worked with people who had to throw out every rug in their home because of cats peeing on it. Like really nice
Well, at
rugs.
least they threw it out. I know people who keep that shit.
No.
You nasty little owners. They're out there, Miles. Miles is like name names.
Name
names.
famous people? Name names.
Becky's
My friend's
car.
cat, like,
Look, I'm trying to get rid of the Prius. I'm trying, but I don't think it has good resale value.
Anyone want a cat
Piss
pee
smell.
cart?
yeah. My friend's cat pees in between both their pillows, her and her partners. And it happens like once every 3 months. I don't know why. I think it's like a territorial
That's
thing.
too
Who knows?
often.
I don't know cat psychology. at all.
That's too often.
Ew. And it
Okay,
goes
don't
into
keep
their
any
mattress.
cats.
Yeah,
I'm
have
off
a protector, pillow protector.
Into the mattress.
Those people are nose blind. 'Cause, like even when I get in my car and Alfred peed in it over a year ago,
You still smell.
I can still smell the remnants. So to have your cat peeing, I would not let the cat in my bedroom after that.
Yeah.
I would be like, no, you have to leave.
Yeah.
You're cute, but I'm not sniffing piss all night. That's gotta be bad for you.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Didn't Will have a pee rug?
What?
Does Will want
Will's
you
dog
telling this
pissed on his
story?
rug and he left it for months, and then he got a new rug recently.
Oh, good for him. Happy for him.
I like Ruggable, not sponsored, but all of our rugs are Ruggable.
Okay, my fear with Ruggable is once you pull it off the backing to wash it, it never goes back on the same way. True or not true?
Not true.
Okay.
It goes back on.
It goes back on the same way.
And if you need to, you can just snip the bottom part a little bit.
Yeah.
It shrinks or something.
I was worried.
Yeah. It's easy. We have one that goes from like it's not you don't really have mud rooms here, but it's like the place where you walk in from outside. And it gets so filthy because obviously people are walking in from outside.
Right.
Literally throw it in the wash, easy peasy.
And it goes back. Is it small though?
That one is just a runner. We have two other ones that are like really, really big. And I won't lie, I've not taken the living room out. I was like, it's so hard to move all the furniture.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done other ones
But
that
a
were
runner
like
for the kitchen?
this big, the size of this carpet, and they've gone in totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's easy. And with pets, because of all their hair and like,
And you can accessorize by the season. We're doing an ad. And you can accessorize by the season, you know? Like if you want to have a spooky rug, Christmas rug,
yeah.
Valentine's
I
rug.
don't want a spooky
Spring
rug, or a
rug.
Christmas
Spring
rug.
What if you
I
want a
just
spring
want-
rug, fall
yeah.
rug?
I want
Change the
timeless
colors.
rugs.
Wow.
Okay.
They also have timeless rugs.
They also do a discount if you buy like 2 rugs at a time.
Wow.
Hashtag sponsor us, please.
Ruggable. Hey, Ruggable.
Rug while you're listening, sponsor me.
I thought it would be hard to wash them, but if you send me some free ones, I'll test it out for you. Ruggable.
They're great.
They're very easy. They're not high pill though. So if you want something that's like comfy cozy,
Nada.
then
Yeah, that
it's
makes sense.
harder.
You can't wash that.
Yeah, they're very like flat.
Okay.
Love. Big
Okay.
fan. Big fan.
Yum.
Wait, what?
That's a yum for Brainy.
Fucking yum. What's our question?
So, guys, we do have some questions to answer from the audience. This
Yes.
first one is about sexy time, baby.
Ooh, yum.
This person has written in and they said, "Hi, I'm a freshman girl in college, and my boyfriend of nearly 8 months is a senior in high school in my hometown. We're about a month and a half into the school year, and so far we're doing well, but there have been 2 occasions now where he's told me about conversations he's had with friends about our sex life. The first was a joke made at his lunch table with a bunch of guy friends, some of whom I actually know. Second was a one-on-one conversation he had specifically with a female friend asking for actual advice on ... performing. I'm not that hung up about it, but both of these interactions made me feel a little uncomfortable. The second time I brought up how I was feeling and asked him to avoid this in the future. Now, he agreed and said he understood, but the thing is that at first, he just didn't seem to get why this might be uncomfortable for me. I'm also wondering your opinion on the comparison of the 2 situations. Jokes with the guys and trying to get a girl's perspective to improve. Like, which situation is more understandable? I don't know. He is usually just so understanding and so beyond respectful, and I'm overthinking his response and wondering if he really doesn't understand why this might be an issue for me. And then I'm doubting whether or not I really should have brought it up. Trying to convince myself it's a valid request or an issue to have. I love hearing your thoughts and opinions. I wish you all well. Love the podcast. Beck.
Ooh.
Love you, girlfriend.
Hey, girl.
Love
twins.
you, girlfriend. Guys, thoughts, feelings, suggestions.
Listen, he's a senior in high school. You're a freshman in college. You're letting him have sex with you. Lucky him. He should shut up about it to anyone else if that's what makes you more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say the opposite. Like, he's
Tell
obviously
everyone.
going to be bragging. Right?
Ooh, yeah,
He's
but
pulling
that's
this
what
chicken.
But she's
immature
not
boys
comfortable with
do.
it yet.
But if that's a boundary for her, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But what was the performance question, right?
I'm
Is
dying
that
to know
about
what the actual
him or
question
about
is.
her, right? Because then that kind of changes the meaning.
I also-
Miles is like, I'm the boyfriend of Sarah.
No. I'm actually curious about this question because I think that there is an interesting standard when it comes to boys versus girls, where I have found that all of my girlfriends talk to their other girlfriends about sex in really explicit detail.
Yeah.
But none of the men and I understand that I'm in a smaller subset here, none of the men that I know talk in any detail about their sex lives because we don't want to be perceived as overstepping a boundary.
Yeah.
But is there a difference there when girls are talking to their girlfriends about highly specific sexual
Depends on where
acts and
your
feelings?
boundary is if you're the person being talked about. If you're comfortable with it, that's fine. If you're
Right.
not, it's not.
To your point, there is a double standard.
There's right.
There
to my
is.
point, though, do you think that have you discussed your sexual experiences with friends of yours without asking that boundary of the person you're with?
No, I think I would always know where they stand,
I guess
unless
that's
it's
fair.
a one night stand person who I don't have a relationship with, who obviously would never find out because I would never talk to them about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I definitely have. By the way,
yeah.
I mean,
But a boyfriend, no.
I feel like take yourself back to when you were in high school, senior high school. You know what I
Well,
mean? 'Cause
that's the other thing.
that's you don't have as much life experience, thinking about it. You probably would just talk about it,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I'm also curious why this guy is talking to another girl about his sex life with his girlfriend who is not there, and they're all in high school.
I'm also like,
Seems
that's what
a
Google's
little
for, bro.
Sus.
Don't ask a
The
17-year-old
joke actually
girl.
seems kind of harmless, but that to
Really?
me is
See, I feel a little weirder about the joking. It depends. It also depends.
also, we
are
don't
you
know what the
butt of
performance
joke?
question is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true
I guess
too.
it depends. Always remember, always punch up. Don't ever
Yeah.
punch down.
Right. That's
If
true.
you're making fun of yourself.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm bad at sex. That's okay. That's okay.
Becky,
But I think saying
Excellent joke. Type
saying
5.
my girlfriend's bad at sex is
Yeah.
not
No.
a funny joke.
No.
Well,
Not nice.
I think we need to know what the joke was and what this performance question was. It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Well, this is my thing is I would love for I think it can be useful to get another person's opinion. And this came up with my friend was talking to me about his girlfriend, or oh my gosh, it's his ex-girlfriend that he talks to every day. But so I was a whole thing. They broke up 3 years ago, and she was visiting him.
Current, this isn't in high school.
No. This is and he's in med school, and I'm my age.
And I'm my age.
I'm 25.
I'm in this body.
So he was talking to me and he was like, hey, like, she's just like really like criticizing me a ton about like the way I walk. He was like, am I being crazy or is this reasonable? And then she saw the text and she got so mad.
Oh.
And I think it's fair, but I'm also like, I personally am like, if my partner, I would want them to be talking to their friends like about our conflicts, because I think that would be helpful, or at least for me, it's helpful for me to talk to my friends and be like, what's going on? Like, is this reasonable? I don't know what's my stuff. I don't know what his stuff is because I'm too in it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think like I think if you are like, please don't, then I get the boundary and I get like, then it's off limits. But it wouldn't bother me. So I could see him not knowing, like, he's like, oh, I just want to like learn and like be better for you.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Which do you think is worse? So you think,
I
and
think
why?
I think the joking with the male friends is the worst because I think it's different than going to like a female for her perspective on things, even though like it's still inky. Both situations are inky, but I feel like the more like it was a joke. So I don't love when people joke about like in relationships, joke about their sex life or their sex with their partner with someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you can do it like within each other and like make those jokes with each other. But I think it's a little weird to go out with like, yeah, I think it is like, and Miles, you're right. It is like a weird, like double standard. But I do feel like as I got older, I definitely talked about my sex life more with girlfriends than I did like in my early 20s. Whereas like, if I heard like Keith was talking about our sex life with his friends, I would be like, you're a fucking pig. Yeah. You're a pig. Even if it wasn't like,
See, I think
even if he
men
wasn't
should be
saying
talking.
anything negative or positive, he was just talking about, I would be like, fuck you. But I don't know where.
But it has to do with comfort level too, because like obviously when you first start engaging in sex and sexual behaviors, like there's probably just a little bit of you coming to terms with what you're doing and stuff like that. And some people are more comfortable off the bat and some people aren't. And
I just
Rachel's
choked
dying.
out of nowhere.
Rachel's dying.
your eyes are watering.
You need water?
No, I'm going to live. I'm going to make it.
I was basically saying how sometimes people are less comfortable when they first start having sex, and like they have to like find confidence in talking about that with girlfriends. And that I think sometimes it seems like she's not comfortable, and I don't know how.
Well, so she's not there.
Right.
I think that's my problem with the like performance question with another girl. It's like she's away at college. When are they even having sex? What is he like?
I feel like it's
advice
also so
on?
personal because there's certain things that people like, and I don't know.
I don't know. It
don't
also
know.
really depends
Talk
on
to
what
your
the
partner.
question is.
Yeah. But I think if they've had this conversation, it seems like she's just hung up on the idea that he didn't think it was a big deal at first. And it's like, well, if you're never, it happened, right? The exchange has already happened. You told him you were uncomfortable with it. He didn't understand it first, but then he came around to it. You can't like still be mad at him for not understanding it at first,
Good point. Yeah.
you know, because you can't go back to that moment. So, yeah.
Okay, so
So
what's
where does
our
she go from
advice?
here?
What
Yeah.
do we do? What does she do?
I think she does need to talk to him and ask him what his comfort level is, because it's
Yeah.
kind of all about her comfort level,
Yeah.
you know? And maybe understand a little bit more about why he feels like he needs to talk to his friends about it and not her,
Yeah.
right? That's like another thing.
Yeah.
Talk. Just talk.
Talk.
So like that's what we always say, just talk.
That is actually, I feel like, the advice that like we give almost every time. It's
Well,
like,
we
you should
say
to
just
this
talk
person.
or send a funny meme. Send me my money, bitch.
Send me my money, bitch. Sometimes memes work. Maybe she should send a meme about the sex.
Send a meme about it.
Send memes.
Although like that meme, all the GIFs in iMessage doesn't let you search like dirty words. I always like search like hump and there's nothing.
You are
like-
so dirty, Maggie. Dirty. How many dirty texts are you sending?
Let me try. I forget what words.
Maggie.
It happens to me often, which shows like what am I talking about? How long?
There's so much humping. I'm
Okay,
gonna
maybe it
send
was
you some
poop.
dirty memes.
Yeah.
Boop.
I think it's also important for this girl's partner to remember if you joke about something, it sometimes makes other people think it's okay to joke about that thing. So thinking about it in that context too, where like, yeah, that would be really awkward for all of your boyfriend's friends to be joking about your sex life.
It's true.
And also ask Google, not a 17-year-old girl about
Yeah.
how to make sex better.
What would you? Okay, so what would you Google?
I mean, I would say this is probably
How to
getting
sex
graphic,
good.
but like, how to sex good. I feel like the
Go into
teenage boys in the world.
Cosmopolitan. No, just kidding. Don't do that.
Turn your safe search off.
Yeah, turn your safe
then-
search off.
Don't
and
hit
then-
images.
Yeah, Google a picture of the clitoris. That's probably what he was asking the girl.
Google a picture.
You know what I mean?
I hope so. I hope he's asking
That's
that.
what he was asking. I don't know what else he could be asking.
Yeah. If you're asking anything else, you're doing it wrong. I hope he's listening too.
Yeah. Maybe she should send him this.
Yeah, Beck.
Well, but then
Send it
maybe
back.
this was a bigger violation of privacy because she emailed about their sex
Yeah.
life to a podcast.
But we don't know who it is.
It's anonymized.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's anonymous.
Well, also she
Anonymous.
emailed about the conversation, not about the sex.
Right.
That's
But we are talking about their sex lives.
Then we did start talking about their sex life.
But not explicitly.
But we also don't know, like, we don't even know, there no mental image. You know what I mean? We don't know.
No mental image.
No.
They're
Just the
faceless
clitoris.
people.
Yeah.
Faceless people. Too.
She basically went to Google, aka us.
Us.
Google /
Less
you can
great
sit
than
with us.
Google.
Yeah. So I think our roundabout advice is talk to them about it. Talk about your boundaries with each other, what you're both comfortable with. And then also remember, like, you can't change his initial reaction to it in the past.
Right.
You can't go back.
No.
His initial reaction is going to be his initial reaction.
Right.
Nothing you can do about it, baby girl.
Got to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look to the future.
Not the past.
Okay.
And also be like, oh, if you have I also feel like it's a good thing to tell him, like, oh, if you're asking your female friends about how to have better sex,
Just ask
maybe you
me.
could ask me.
Maybe you could talk to your sexual partner.
Yeah. I feel like they should have a little more open of a forum in that way.
And if you're embarrassed about it, then like I'm the person you're doing it with. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How sex good? How make sex good?
How make sex good?
How make sex fun?
We should Google that and see what comes up.
Do it, Rachel, right now.
Okay.
Google how make sex good.
Should I turn safe search off?
This,
I even have safe
I know.
search.
Sex.
I was like, who keeps that on?
good.
Number one
Little
advice.
kids. What's the number
11
one advice?
ways to help yourself to a better sex life. 1, educate yourself.
There you go.
Love.
2, give yourself time. 3,
True.
use lubrication. 4, maintain physical affection. 5, practice touching. 6, try different positions. 7, write down your fantasies. And I disagree with 8, do Kegel exercises.
But aren't Kegels supposed to be good for your pelvic
Harvard
floor?
Health.
Harvard.
They're supposed to be good for like.
I think most people do them wrong, and it's not necessarily helpful. I think actually seeing like a pelvic floor therapist is like the thing. If you need to do them to like maintain or whatever.
It's not pee pee
After
when
you
you
give birth,
sneeze.
you know, you
yeah.
Not pee-pee when you
Listen,
sneeze.
after you give birth, you
really
are
need
going
that.
to pee yourself. Sorry. If you're not, praise be.
praise me.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Praise be if your bowels stay inside while something's coming outside.
Oh,
Listen, it's true.
That's what it is. That's what your baby is. Something's coming out of you. Gotta
Yeah.
expect other things to come out at the same time.
And those things are pee.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another great question.
Why do you like this, Matt? What's
Hi,
wrong?
I love you guys so much. And also, hey, Rainie and Miles.
Hey, Rainie.
Anywho, I'm a 21-year-old girly pop who just graduated college in May. I have a bachelor's in social media management. Ooh, I could use some
Ooh,
help.
we're listening.
I know, not a very
How's your
lucrative
grid
job,
girly?
but I love
How's
it.
your grid
How's your
girly?
grid? Tell me about your presets.
Yeah, what are your presets? I finally have my first big girl job at a place I really like. I'm currently writing to you at my office.
congrats.
On the job.
Really? You have free time to write at your.
But the problem is only part-time. I have a second part-time job at an amusement park. Sounds kind of fun, which I like well enough, but I wish I made enough to have only one job. And it's seasonal, so at the end of the month, I have to get a second job. I know I have to pay my dues or whatever, but I hate living at home. Everyone older than me says that it's not embarrassing to still be living with your parents, but I just don't believe them. I'm coming to terms with the fact the earliest I'll be able to move out is next summer, and that's being generous. The post-graduation depression is real, and all my friends are a million miles away. My question, how do I not feel like a loser still living at home at 22? Did you guys find immediate success after college? Please have Rainie and Miles weigh in. Thank you so much.
Miles, tell us about gender inequity.
Gender, let me speak on that. Let me get in there. No, I absolutely didn't find success after college. All my friends got jobs and I had interviews. They didn't work out. I worked at a coffee shop for years doing service jobs, trying to make it work. But I think that my route, I do think that there's total merit to living with your parents. 'Cause you're really,
21 is very young.
21 is very young. Oh, you're
A lot
young.
of people are still in college at 21.
Yeah.
Totally.
And living with their parents.
I found
no
that
shame.
my solution for this, like I could have stayed in North Carolina, live with my parents, but I chose to move to New York and struggle, which is like, I sort of felt like I would rather be like on my own, broke, but like forging my own path, even though it was hard. And I definitely could have stayed in North Carolina, but I think I was just like, if I'm there and I'm like hungry for it and really trying, then something's going to break. And happen for me.
Yeah.
But I think that like living at home is totally normal, especially at 21, 22.
Yeah.
You should be, if you want to do anything, like take risks in other ways, but have the safety
Right.
of not having to pay rent.
Yeah. And crushing student loan debt
Yeah,
and like
it's
rising rent and housing prices
It's
right now.
hard,
It's becoming more of a common
Totally.
thing. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not going to name names, but I have friends who are in their 30s and who have gone back to live with their parents. You know,
Yes.
they were out.
It's Eugene.
And it's Eugene. Back-
He's with Min right now.
It's me. It's actually me. No, I have friends who moved out, have had great careers, they're still working, and then they moved home to help save money to save for a house
Yes.
and stuff, so it makes a lot of financial sense. And I don't see them, in my mind, I don't see them as a loser. They're still forging their own path. They're still finding their own way. It's kind of, everyone's going to be at a different spot and it's going to be happening for different people at different times. So
Right.
you have to be comfortable in your own self and in the choices that you've made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a wrong or right choice at all. It might be a bad choice for you if it doesn't feel good. So save your money, work really, work your 2 jobs, and then make a plan to live on your own when you can afford it. It's not a wrong choice overall, though. If you love your parents, I know people who live with their parents in their late 20s because they just like really are best friends with their mom and they have an apartment together and it works.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
not going to name names, but some people who have the same last name as me and maybe were born 1 year and 2 weeks ahead of me lived at home until they were in their mid-20s. And when I asked him, I was like, Michael, why are you still living at home? Because I had moved out. I chose the Miles route. I was like, I would rather live in the shittiest apartment ever than go back to living with my parents, who are wonderful people. Love them. Shout out to Kim and Don. Love you. But like, once you've already spent time living on your own, it's very hard to go back and live with your parents.
Oh my God.
And Michael's response was, I like mom and dad. It wasn't. He was like,
That's
it
cute.
wasn't about saving money. It wasn't about doing. He was like, I like mom and dad.
Yeah.
I was like, good for you, Michael. Good for you, my little angel. Little sweetie pie.
I think for some people, personality-wise, it really works. And for others, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a hard time. I moved back home after I graduated college, probably for like 6 or 8 months while I waited for my new grad program to start. I was working in LA and like that commute was pretty brutal. But like having my mom, I love you, Mom, if you're listening to this. I love you so much. But she started to like, well, she always has followed me on Find Friends, whatever version that was before that existed. But she always had tracking on my phone and she started just like regulating on my curfew. And I was like, lady, how old were you? Over the age of 21. I was probably 22. And I was like, Mom, I love you so much, but I've been like, I have my own car. I do my own groceries.
You can't tell me when to come home.
Yeah. Love you, Mom, so much. But I think she just missed me. She wanted to have a little chat before
Trying
bed.
to make sure you're safe.
Yeah, that's it.
Doesn't want to worry.
But that was the one
Driving
thing that
home late
like
at
drove
night.
me
So
bananas.
funny.
Also, like between holidays too, I'll like come and stay like a week or 2 with my parents, and they will do that
Yeah.
again.
It's 10 p.m., Mags. Where are you?
You're like, Mom, chill.
Mom, I'm a grown-up.
Yeah.
I also, when I graduated, I was like underemployed for like 2 years, lived at home for most of it. And it was like, I think it was definitely tough. I think what I found was if going from college is like running around a track and you're going really fast and it's satisfying. You feel like you're doing a ton of stuff.
Absolutely.
And then like right after college, it's like pushing a mountain an inch over 2 years. And it's like super frustrating and like sad, but you're actually like moving further than like the circles that you're running. But it's not that it was circles, but like this like academia is sort of, it's like, assignment done, you get the grade. It's just like so fast.
Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. It makes you feel like there's inherent progress.
Oh yeah. You start freshman year at Tufts University Television and you're like just a person, and then you're on the board. In 2 years, you're like, well, I guess I'm
queen of the world.
God.
Yeah.
I guess I've done it.
Yeah. But I think also like there's I feel like there's so much, I like the word merit. I think like there's so much value in being at home and being unemployed, like, and working the amusement park job. Like I learned so much from my like silly little, or not silly little jobs, but like I feel like culturally it's like, oh, it's like a hostessing job. I actually think that was like, I learned more in that than like, that was one of the hardest jobs I ever had. And yeah, I think like giving yourself, I just like shout out to this girl because I've been there. And especially like in COVID, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the graduating class of the economic crash of 08. Shout out to all the 08 babies. It was similar to the COVID in that like everyone like moved to different cities and then everyone went home because there were no jobs. There were just no jobs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have lived at home. If I was living in my 500 square foot apartment during COVID,
Oh yeah.
hell no. I would have been like, bye-bye month to month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, mommy, daddy. Please do my laundry.
Family dinners.
Please do my laundry and cook me your vegan meals.
Yeah.
I'm going to go take a bath in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Don't knock. Don't come in.
Don't come in.
And then last question, can you guys talk about like, because she was like, I know social media is a silly job as people in social, like in the social, just the digital media world. Can you speak to that?
Girly, it's silly all the way to the bank.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can tell your job's silly if you're making money at
I was
it.
gonna say it's not silly.
It's not silly.
It's not.
So much money is to be made on Instagram. It's it's crazy. Like
Digital marketing is like the wave of the future. Like if you're not on social media, like as a small business, like a lot of people are learning how to like market their businesses in that way. And I feel like it's a very powerful tool and skill to have. So you should be so proud of
it
yourself.
is true. I'm horrible at social media. My Instagram, I never post. I'm like. I don't have that mind. But also you have to know all the social media platforms now. You know what I mean? Like when we were growing, it was like what? Facebook and then Instagram and then it was like nothing
When
for
we
so long.
were growing up, after we had long graduated.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I was still
Instagram
growing
came
up.
out when I was in college.
Yeah.
I was still growing up.
graduated college, and that's when Instagram
Facebook
dropped.
came out my freshman year of college for college kids.
Right.
Yeah.
And they had like 4 filters.
Yeah. And now there's like how many platforms? Like you have to know so many skills, so many things, so many you know,
Yeah.
Algorithms. all the
editing
things.
stuff. It's a lot.
No, keep
It is
at
a lot.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep at it. But I get
Live at home.
I get the annoyance at the idea that other people think it's a silly little job.
Yeah.
And I think in your 20s, that feeling of like, I'm swimming upstream and not making any progress is very, very common.
Oh,
Still feel that way.
I know.
Yeah. I think my favorite petty answer to give someone when they ask or they say the dreaded, you actually make money doing that? I like to ask them how much money they make.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That's my follow-up question. I'm like, oh, you're a teacher? How much money do you make?
Ooh.
Because that's what they're
If you think
asking
it's appropriate to
Yeah.
ask me how much money I make, how much money you make?
Yeah.
Put it on the table. Let's compare. Let's compare salaries. So, yeah, don't let other people make you think your job's silly. It's a job.
Mm-hmm.
Any job's a good job. Job neutrality.
Job neutrality.
I would also
job pays you money.
highly recommend for this girl after she leaves her amusement park job, get a job at an AMC movie theater.
Ooh.
I fucking loved
Becky's
working
favorite.
at the AMC movie theater. It was my
What was so good about it?
it
Free
was
popcorn.
a free popcorn.
Oh.
Back in the day, I did talk to some new AMC people and they said they don't do this anymore. And I was like, I bet they don't do it because of my family. They used to let your whole family and like extended family could go to the movies for free.
Oh.
And my parents lived 10 minutes like down the street from the movie theater
So
that I
they saw
worked at in
movies
the
every day.
summers. They would literally be like, there's nothing on TV. So they went and saw like Jackass or something like that in theaters. And yeah, they had to make an
They saw it
announcement
all.
at a shift meeting once that was like, while this is, people, your family can come, they do need to stop at the desk first, sign in, have you meet them here. Some
can't
people's
just
parents
run
have
in.
been just showing up,
Oh my God.
going to the movies.
Kim and Don abused the system.
They abuse the system hard. They
Hard.
still miss it. They're like, are you sure you don't want to go back to working at an AMC movie theater? But the pay was really good. It was pretty competitive at the time. Like it was a little bit more than minimum wage in Illinois, where minimum wage was stuck at like $7.25 for I think,
God.
until a year
Decades.
ago or
Yeah.
something. You got free popcorn. You got discounts on candy. You got free movie tickets whenever you wanted to. I got to see the final Harry Potter movie before it came out in theaters.
Whoa.
Because we were able
dope.
to do like screenings.
That's big.
And it was like, of
The
the
social
jobs I've
cachet
had,
of
the
that.
most like easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like people don't really get too mad at the movie theater. Nobody's yelling at you like when you're waiting tables. When you're ripping tickets, you can like read a book.
Yeah.
Like I just had time to like chill and like
mm-hmm.
I was like, this is a job. I do this for
Yeah.
money,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
But highly recommend. And all the kids there were really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were like high school kids.
yeah.
So it was a little awkward sometimes, but
But in a fun way.
yeah. Cute. They wrote my name on popcorn in my first day and made me sweep it up to the floor. Very cute. It's very cute.
And then
That
you
was
had
my
to
hazing.
sweep it
Hazing, I
up.
was gonna say.
That was my
Becky.
hazing. Yeah. Because you have to like rotate your shifts. So you're not always at the cash register. You're not always.
Because
Sometimes
everyone
you have to do the
loves
sheet.
You
ripping
gotta know how to do it
tickets.
all.
Yeah.
No one likes sweeping up popcorn.
No. And I didn't touch
They're the
vomit.
worst.
If someone yacked, I said, no, thank you.
Mm.
Good
I
advice.
said, there are other movie theater chains around here, baby. I will find another job.
Wait, people throw up at the movies?
Yeah, I would say
Too
they're
much popcorn.
about the age of your children.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the ones that throw
I
up.
drink like ices and
Yeah.
popcorn and chocolate.
Too much popcorn, too
And
much
it's all
sugar.
carpet.
Yeah.
Got to put the powder on.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I have a question. As a previous movie theater employee, how do you feel about people leaving drinks and popcorns in their seats? I yell at all my friends and I'm like, pick up your kids' pack. It takes 1 second and it makes everyone's jobs a lot easier. How do you feel?
I really didn't care.
You didn't care?
I didn't care.
But then you have to like
as long
lug
as
around.
it's not on the floor.
Okay.
You just walked around with like a garbage bag and went through the aisles and like you have to be in that area for a certain amount of time anyway. And I'm sure it's really different now with COVID because I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
At least I hope they do some sort of wipe
Probably
down.
used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like when I was there, when I was,
Doesn't bother.
21, it was like,
Even like the big gulps
Awesome.
that are like 3/4 of the way full.
I don't care. I would pick up beer bottles,
Giant big old popcorns.
wine
Okay.
bottles.
All right. Noted.
I do beep
Mags
beep,
will
say
stop
la vie.
yelling at her friends.
Yeah. I mean, it is still polite
Yeah.
to do it, but no, I wasn't like,
I'm like that at
"Fuck
like
these people."
sports games, concert. I'm like, pick up your stuff.
Yeah.
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 No, I think I got more upset when I was waiting tables at the baby food on the floor.
Baby
That was
food.
the one that I was like,
All right.
you chose to have this baby. You need to clean up after this baby.
Not their space.
I mean, I can't. I clean it up unless someone tells me. I clean it up unless someone's like, we got it. Like someone
Yeah.
from the restaurant. And
Yeah.
then in which case I'm like, thank you so much. But I can't, like the social shame of just walking away.
Yeah.
You're like, it's
Do
too
it.
much.
I've like walked by like airplane aisles of where there were like 2 toddlers and you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but it looks like their rooms just like exploded.
On an airplane?
Oh my God.
I feel like
Listen.
it's lawless.
yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, they're flying
Yeah.
with babies. They're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As someone who just did a cross country flight both ways with
It's like 100
twin
games.
toddlers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys, we wrapped it up so quickly.
Okay, what you gonna be for Halloween, guys? Tell us below in the comments.
Yeah, tell us.
Any
To
other
summarize,
apple
we
trees
talked
out
about
there?
Halloween.
Any other apple trees out there?
What else
Come
we
make a
talk about?
bunch.
Applers. We talked about making sex jokes, you know, talk to your partner.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about not feeling shame about your job
Yeah.
or living
No.
at home.
Yeah.
No.
You do you.
Mm.
Nobody cares, you know.
You do you.
You do you.
Yeah.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, laugh.
Make sure you guys are washing your hands, getting vaccinated for everything you get vaccinated for.
Sign up to vote.
Sign up to vote. Be nice to people. Tip your servers. Get jobs at AMC movie theaters.
Let your parents abuse your free perks.
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
And we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.